My friend, let me start with a powerful question. What would you do if you had no job, no degree, and no clear path in life? Would you feel lost? Would you believe your future is already over? Many people in the world think this way. They believe that without a job or a degree, they can never succeed. They think a piece of paper from a university is the only ticket to a good life. They think working for a big company is the only way to make money. But here on English Achieve, I want to give you a different message. I want to share a truth that most people never hear in school. You can make money by being yourself. Yes, you heard me right. You don't always need a job. You don't always need a degree. What you really need is the courage to be yourself, the belief in your own power, and the wisdom to use your unique gifts to create value in this world. Let me tell you something interesting. Did you know that many of the most successful people in history never finished school? Steve Jobs, the man who created Apple, dropped out of college. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, left Harvard before completing his degree. Oprah Winfrey, one of the richest women in the world, came from poverty and built her empire without depending on a fancy diploma. What do they all have in common? They trusted themselves. They followed their passion. They created value. And the world rewarded them. Now, I'm not saying education is bad. Learning is always important. But education does not only happen inside a classroom. Education happens every single day of your life. And the truth is, in today's world, thanks to the internet, technology, and endless opportunities, you can start from nothing and build something amazing if you are ready to take action. So in this video, I will share with you 5 powerful ways to make money without a job or a degree. These are not just theories. They are real paths that people around the world are walking right now to build freedom, independence, and success. Each way requires effort, discipline, and belief. But if you practice them, you will see that life has no limits. Stay with me until the very end, because the last part is the most powerful. It will give you the energy to take your first step today, not tomorrow. Remember, this is not just another motivational talk. This is a guide, a map for your journey. And here on English Achieve, we learn English while learning life. Let's begin. Way 1. Discover your natural talent. Every single person on this planet has a natural talent. That includes you. You may not fully believe it right now, but inside you, there is something special. Something you can do better than most people. It might not look like a big thing in the beginning, but it is a gift that belongs only to you. Some people are born with a natural talent for speaking. They can inspire, persuade, or comfort others with just their words. Some are naturally good at writing. They can put feelings into words in a way that touches the heart. Others are problem solvers, people who can see a challenge and quickly find a smart solution. Some have the gift of humor. They can make people laugh and feel happy even on the darkest days. And then, there are people who shine in practical areas, cooking, designing, drawing, organizing, or even repairing things. Your job is not to be like everyone else. Your job is to discover what makes you unique. But here lies the problem. Schools and society often teach us that only certain skills are valuable. They tell us that math, science, or business degrees are the only paths to success. They teach us that the best future is reserved for people with diplomas and certificates. But that is not true. The real world does not only need scientists, engineers, or doctors. The world also needs artists, storytellers, musicians, dancers, coders, leaders, motivators, and dreamers. Let me share a story to make this clear. Imagine a young boy who never liked school. He hated reading textbooks, and his teachers believed he was lazy. He struggled to pay attention in class, and many people thought he would never be successful. But this boy had something that nobody could take away from him. He loved football. Every single day, while others laughed at him, he went to the field and practiced for hours. People told him, "Football will not feed you. Stop wasting your time." But he ignored their words. He believed in his gift. That boy was Cristiano Ronaldo. Today, he is one of the richest and most respected athletes in the world. He didn't need a university degree. What he needed was his natural talent and the courage to use it. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I love to do? What feels natural to me? Maybe you enjoy drawing and can lose yourself in your art for hours. Maybe you love talking to people and can make friends easily. Maybe you have a sharp eye for details and can fix things that others break. Or maybe you enjoy cooking and experimenting in the kitchen. Whatever it is, that is your gift. And when you focus on it, that gift can become a way to make money. But here is the truth you must understand. Talent alone is not enough. Having a natural ability is only the first step. A talent is like a seed. If you leave it in the ground without care, it will remain just a seed forever. But if you water it, give it sunlight, and protect it, it will grow into a tree. And one day, that tree will give fruit that can feed you and even feed others. Your talent is the same. You must practice it every single day. You must polish it, improve it, and make it stronger. Look at musicians, athletes, or artists. They may have started with natural talent, but what made them world-class was practice. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." He had talent, but he also had discipline. He worked on his skill every day until he became unstoppable. So, the first step to making money without a job or a degree is very clear. Be yourself and use your natural talent. Don't waste years trying to fit into society's box. Don't compare yourself with others. Don't try to copy someone else's dream. Instead, focus on what you can do best. Your true power lies in being authentically you. Here on English Achieve, we believe that your journey starts with self-discovery. Once you know your natural talent, once you accept it and develop it, no one can stop you. That gift will open doors for you that no degree ever could. So ask yourself again, what is my natural talent? Once you know the answer, you have already taken your first step toward freedom and success. Way 2. Build skills outside school. Now that you understand the power of discovering your natural talent, let's move to the second step. Talent is a gift, but skill is a choice. Many people are born with talent, but only a few take the time to sharpen that talent into something powerful. And here's the most encouraging truth. You don't need a college degree to develop real skills. You can learn, practice, and master skills outside of school. In the past, learning was locked inside universities. If you wanted to study, you needed to pay large amounts of money, sit in a classroom, and wait for teachers to give you permission to move forward. But today, the world has changed. Knowledge is no longer locked away. It's everywhere. With just a phone in your hand and an internet connection, you can learn almost anything you can imagine. Do you want to learn coding? Thousands of free courses are waiting for you. Do you want to learn photography? There are endless videos, blogs, and books. Do you want to start a business? Successful entrepreneurs share their stories online every day. The gatekeepers are gone. The door is open for anyone who is hungry enough to learn. But here's where many people get stuck. They believe in a lie. The lie says, "I can't do anything without a certificate." They think a piece of paper is the only proof of intelligence. But think carefully. When someone hires a plumber, do they ask for a degree? No. They ask if the plumber can fix the pipe. When someone needs a logo for their company, do they ask the designer where they studied? No. They only care about whether the design is beautiful. In today's world, results matter more than certificates. Skills beat paper. Let me tell you a story to make this real. Imagine a girl named Sarah. Sarah grew up in a family that did not have enough money to send her to college. For a long time, she thought her life was ruined. Her friends went to university while she stayed home, working small jobs here and there. She felt lost. But Sarah had one thing. She loved baking. She would spend hours in the kitchen experimenting with cakes and cookies. One day, she decided to take her hobby more seriously. She searched online for baking tutorials. She watched videos, read blogs, and practiced every recipe she could find. Slowly, her skills improved. Then something amazing happened. Sarah posted pictures of her cakes on social media. People loved them. Her neighbors started ordering. Friends of friends placed requests. Within months, she had so many orders that she turned her kitchen into a small bakery. And here's the beautiful part. Sarah never went to culinary school. She never got a degree. But she built her skill. That skill became her business. That business became her freedom. This can be your story too. Maybe you love writing. Maybe you enjoy fixing gadgets. Maybe you are good at speaking or teaching. Whatever it is, you can take that interest, sharpen it into a skill, and turn it into something valuable. Don't say, "I don't have money for school." Don't say, "I don't have the right certificate." Instead, say, "I will learn in my own way. I will use the tools I have." Because today, self-learners are winning. But here's the key. Skills don't grow by accident. You must put in the work. If you spend every evening watching television or scrolling endlessly on social media, you will waste years. But if you use even 1 hour a day to practice, imagine what will happen in 1 year. You will be ahead of thousands of people who are still waiting for permission to start. Success comes to those who practice daily, even in small steps. Think of your skills like tools in a toolbox. If you only have one tool, you can only solve one kind of problem. But the more tools you collect, the more problems you can solve. And the more problems you solve, the more valuable you become. If you can write clearly, you can help businesses create content. If you can design graphics, you can help brands stand out. If you can code, you can build apps that people need. Every skill you learn multiplies your opportunities. The beautiful part about learning today is that the world is your classroom. Your teachers are YouTube videos, podcasts, online courses, and even the mistakes you make when you practice. Your exams are not written on paper. They are written in results. If you want to prove yourself, you don't show a certificate, you show your work. Create something. Build something. Show the world that you can solve problems. That is your proof. So here's the message. Don't wait for school. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect time. Build your skills now. Use every day as a chance to grow sharper, smarter, and stronger. Over time, your skill will speak louder than any degree. And the world will reward you, not because of the paper you hold, but because of the value you bring. Way 3. Use the power of the internet. Now let's talk about the third way, which is perhaps the most powerful of all. The internet. My friend, we are living in a time that no generation before us has ever experienced. Imagine this. Only a few decades ago, if you wanted to reach people, you needed a stage, a book publisher, or a lot of money for advertisements. Today, all you need is a phone or a computer. With one click, you can connect to millions of people across the world. You can share your ideas, your products, your skills, and your services without asking for permission. The internet has destroyed the old excuses like, "I don't have money," or "I don't know the right people." Today, you don't wait for opportunities. You create them. Think about YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and blogs. Every day, ordinary people are sharing their knowledge, their stories, their talents, and they are turning those into income. Some people teach English online. Some people post funny videos. Some share cooking recipes, travel adventures, or life advice. Some sell handmade products through social media. The internet has become the biggest marketplace and the biggest stage at the same time. The opportunities are endless, but the question is, will you use it or waste it? Here's the truth. On the internet, your degree does not matter. Your job history does not matter. No one cares where you went to school. What matters is your ability to give value. If you can teach, inspire, entertain, or solve a problem for someone, you can attract people. And when you attract people, you build an audience. Once you have an audience, opportunities will follow you instead of you chasing them. Let me give you an example. Imagine a young man named Alex. He was working in a supermarket, stocking shelves day and night. He had no degree and no special opportunities. But Alex had one passion: fitness. He loved working out and learning about health. One day, he decided to start recording simple workout videos using just his phone. His first video had only 10 views. His second had maybe 30. But he didn't stop. He kept uploading week after week. Slowly, his audience grew. 100 views, then 1,000, then 10,000. Within 2 years, Alex had hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. Suddenly, companies started contacting him for sponsorships. He built his own fitness program and sold it online. Today, Alex earns more than he ever dreamed of, and it all started with a simple phone and the internet. Now, Alex is not alone. There are millions of stories like his. A teenager teaching guitar online, a mother sharing cooking tips, a traveler vlogging their adventures, a student reviewing books. These people are not waiting for a job interview. They are creating their own opportunities by using the power of the internet. But here's a warning. The internet is like fire. It can cook your food, or it can burn your house down. Many people waste their lives scrolling for hours, comparing themselves to others, arguing or complaining online. They become consumers instead of creators. But the successful ones, they use the internet wisely. They see it as a tool, not a toy. They use it to learn, to grow, to connect, and to build something of value. So if you want to make money without a job or degree, you must change how you see the internet. Stop being a passive consumer. Start being an active creator. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need everything to be perfect. You only need to start. Post your ideas, share your skills, show your journey. At first, maybe only a few people will notice, but if you stay consistent, your voice will grow louder. The beauty of the internet is this: the world rewards courage, not perfection. People don't connect with machines. They connect with real humans who are willing to show up, even with mistakes, even with fear. So don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. Start small. Post one video, write one blog, share one idea. Each step builds your digital presence. Remember this: the internet is the greatest tool of our generation. It can take someone from unknown to known, from broke to financially free. But it only works if you use it. Don't just watch other people succeed online. Become one of them. Use the power of the internet to share your gift with the world. So the third way is simple but life-changing. Use the internet to create, not just to consume. Use it to give value, not just to waste time. Use it to build opportunities, not excuses. Start today, and the world may one day thank you for what you shared. Way 4. Create value for others. The fourth way is simple but life-changing. Create value for others. My friend, money is not just paper or coins. Money is a reward. It is a thank you note from society. Every time you see money exchanged, it means one person solved another person's problem. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you can make. And here's the best part: you don't need a degree to solve problems. You don't need a fancy title. You only need to care about people and look for ways to serve them. Think about it for a moment. Why do people pay for water bottles when water is often free from the tap? The answer is value. The bottle adds something extra. It is clean, safe, portable, and easy to use anywhere. That small convenience creates value, and people are willing to pay for it. Why do people pay for delivery services when they could go to the store themselves? Because delivery saves them time and energy. The business does not sell food or items. It sells time, comfort, and convenience. That is value. If you want to make money without a job or degree, stop asking, "How can I get money?" Instead, start asking, "How can I create value for others?" That one change in mindset can transform your life. Look around you. What do people in your community need? What problems do they complain about? What makes their lives harder than they should be? Can you make those things easier, faster, or more enjoyable? That is where your opportunity lies. Let me tell you a small story. Imagine a boy named Tom. Tom had no degree, no big job, and no plan for his future. But Tom had something even more important. His eyes were open. He noticed that many old people in his neighborhood struggled to buy groceries. They found it hard to walk long distances or carry heavy bags. At first, Tom simply helped one elderly neighbor as a kind act. But then more people asked for his help. Slowly, Tom realized he could turn this into something bigger. He started a small grocery delivery service. At first, he made only a little money. But soon, word spread. More families wanted his service. Within months, Tom was earning more than some of his friends who worked long hours in offices. Tom never waited for a certificate. He never begged for a job. He created value, and money followed him. This principle is true everywhere. If you help enough people, money will always come. Think about the people you admire in business. What do? They solve problems. Elon Musk creates electric cars and rockets because the world needed clean energy and new space technology. Jeff Bezos created Amazon because people wanted an easier way to shop. Even a small street vendor who sells food is solving a problem. people are hungry and need quick meals. From the biggest company to the smallest shop, the principle is always the same. Solve problems, create value, and money will follow. Now you may think, but I am just one person. I don't have big ideas like those people. That doesn't matter. Start small. Maybe your neighbor needs help fixing something in their house. Maybe students need tutoring in your area. Maybe busy parents need someone to watch their kids for a few hours. Every small problem you solve creates value. And if you do it well, people will pay you again and again. Here's another truth. When you chase money, it often runs away from you. But when you chase value, money chases you. People are always looking for someone who can make their lives easier, better, or happier. If that person is you, they will reward you. So, my friend, the fourth way to make money without a job or degree is this. Don't chase money directly. Chase value. Train yourself to see problems as opportunities. Ask yourself every day, whose life can I improve today? When you give value, you always receive value in return. Sometimes it comes as money, sometimes as opportunities, sometimes as relationships. But it always comes back. Remember, the world is full of problems, and every problem is a chance for you to rise. Don't wait for someone to hand you a certificate. Don't wait for permission. Start small, serve people, and let your value speak for itself. That is the real secret of wealth and freedom. Way 5. Stay consistent and believe in yourself. Finally, the fifth and most important way to make money without a job or degree is simple to say but hard to practice. Stay consistent and believe in yourself. My friend, starting something new is easy. Many people start. They feel excited and full of energy. They watch a few motivational videos, read a few articles, and imagine themselves being successful. But very few continue. Most give up too soon. They try for a week, maybe a month, and when they don't see results immediately, they quit. They forget the most important truth. Success is not about starting strong. It is about staying consistent. Think about this. A tree does not grow in one day. You plant a seed, water it, give it sunlight, and protect it from storms. For weeks, nothing seems to happen. But if you are patient and consistent, the seed grows into a small plant, then a strong tree, and eventually it bears fruit. The same principle applies to your life, your skills, and your money-making efforts. A strong body is not built in a week. It is built through daily exercise and good habits over months and years. A successful business is not created in 1 month. It is built through daily work, learning from mistakes, and continuous improvement. This is why consistency is so powerful. Talent, skills, and the internet can all help you start. But if you stop after a short time, nothing will happen. Results come only to those who keep going even when progress seems slow. And during this time, you must believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. There will always be people who laugh at your dreams, who say, "You can't do it," or "You need a degree for that." There will be days when you feel tired, frustrated, or even hopeless. But the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple: belief and persistence. Let me give you an example. Think about Elon Musk. Before Tesla and SpaceX became household names, Musk faced failure after failure. His first company went bankrupt. His rockets exploded. Investors withdrew their support. People called him crazy and said he would lose everything. Many would have quit, but he did not. He stayed consistent. He kept working, learning, and believing in himself. Today, He's one of the richest men in the world. The lessons from his journey are clear. Failure is temporary, but giving up is permanent. Consistency and self-belief are what create success. Another important point is that consistency is not just about working hard. It is about working smart and learning every day. Every small step adds up. Every mistake teaches you something new. Every day that you improve, even a little, you get closer to your goal. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike. Motivation comes and goes. Consistency comes from discipline, from deciding that your goal is bigger than your excuses. Believing in yourself is just as important. You must trust your ability to learn, adapt, and grow. You must trust that your talent, your skills, and your ideas have value. When you believe in yourself, you will keep taking steps even when the path is unclear. You will take risks, try new things, and push through fear. That belief is more powerful than any certificate or degree. It is the fuel that keeps you going when the world doubts you. So here is the last and most powerful way to make money without a job or a degree. Don't quit. Stay consistent, keep learning, and trust yourself. Show up every day, even when it is hard. Practice your skills, solve problems, share your value with the world, and always, always believe in yourself. Because the combination of consistency and self-belief will carry you further than any job, any degree, or any shortcut ever could. Remember, my friend, the journey is not easy, but it is worth it. Success is built one day at a time, one effort at a time, and one belief at a time. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. And one day, you will look back and realize that everything you dreamed of was possible because you never gave up. Final words. Your journey begins now. My dear friend, today we have talked about something very important. Many people go through life believing that without a job or a degree, they are destined to struggle. They think that success is only for those with diplomas, certificates, or opportunities handed to them. But the truth is different. Success does not depend on a job, a degree, or anyone's permission. It depends on your courage, your creativity, and your willingness to take action every single day. Throughout this video, we explored 5 powerful ways to make money and build a life of freedom. You learn to discover your natural talent and focus on what makes you unique. You learn to build skills outside school, improving yourself without waiting for a classroom or certificate. You discovered the power of using the internet to share your skills with the world and connect with millions of people. You understood that creating value for others is the true source of wealth. And finally, you learned that the most important key is to stay consistent and believe in yourself. Never give up, keep learning, and trust your abilities. Here on English Achieve, we believe that every person can create their own path, no matter their background. You don't need permission or a perfect plan. Be yourself, take action, and start today. No job, no degree? No problem. Your journey begins now. Your journey begins today.